Hello. Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
I think you're going to have to carry the show today because my voice is a little more raspy than yesterday.
Deeper. He's
Yes.
gotten deeper.
I don't know. It is what it is today. So
He's battling some sickness. I have a random question, and I'm not even going to give you the answer. I'm going to let you ponder it yourself. How come it seems like people are more sick now, like on a constant basis, and yet we have the most medical advances, the most hospitals, the most therapists?
boy,
Oh, I wonder.
you're just coming out with a
I'm not saying nothing. You
heavy
go
hand.
look it up yourself. Figure it out.
you're coming out with a heavy hand. All right, so
We're going deep.
um,
Deep like your voice.
yes.
Hey, what's that called? Callback? Is that a
Oh,
callback?
gosh.
I can do it too.
Oh man. Oh boy.
Back to our stuff.
So today, the focus I want to talk about is when you're pricing, and sometimes you don't always have the best comps when it comes to looking at your pricing.
Like it's not like your item.
And I'm going to show you. I'm going to kind of talk you through the way I price certain items today that sold, based on the condition that they're in, because I think those things do definitely matter. And we'll start with we have 9 items going out.
Yes,
So,
and we did sell something yesterday, like
pair of
shoes.
Brooks shoes
Yes.
sold for $21 and change via promoted listing. So essentially that'll make it like 10 for this show.
Not great. Yeah.
10's
Okay,
10's good.
No, I thought you meant like $10 for those shoes.
Oh, no.
10 items.
10
for today.
items for today. So first up, we're going to talk about a PS Vita. So this is an item that we picked up
this
weekend. So it sold super quick.
And it was at a sale that we did not even have on our list.
So we paid $25 for this, and I do not have a charger for it.
Yeah.
And then when I was looking online to get a charger, I could not find a charger. So then I was looking to see, okay, parts repair untested. Okay. And I was curious to know if what's that market look like. So the only comp that I was able to find for a untested PSP had a cracked screen, and it sold for $60.
Wow.
Plus shipping on that one. So then I looked to see what does a working one sell for.
Right.
Working one could go for 110 plus shipping to like it ranged quite a bit in that range there. So I decided at that point, since I don't know if this works or not, and I'm selling this as parts of repair as is, so there is some risk the buyer is taking.
Right.
I went with $79.95. I had a lot of interest. I took an offer of $75, and we are done. So really good quick flip. Probably make $35-$40. And again, we have no risk in this because we sold it as parts repair.
Yep.
As long as it arrives in the same condition it looks like.
Yeah.
And there was a tiny chip. If you want to bring it back real quick.
Okay. Hold on before I fall on my chair.
There is a tiny chip on like the corner where.
Yeah, right here.
But it's not on the screen. I think it's more on the console.
The corner.
And everything else cosmetically looks like it's in really good shape.
Yeah.
So I would believe that this would work, but again, I can't test it, and I'm willing to part ways, give it a deal in the process, and make it a quick flip in the process. So $75, making quick money. I'm happy with that.
Is this it? The other one. This one.
The Hobbit.
All right.
No, the Hustler.
Hustler.
This is a Blu-ray, brand new sealed 50th anniversary edition. $15 plus shipping. Just part of that Blu-ray buy that keeps paying off.
Yes.
Seems like every day we have something that's selling. Next up, we have a PSP game. This is Battlefront 2 for Star Wars Greatest Hits version. $9.45 plus shipping. Got that in a lot with a PSP, so not too shabby. Next up, so this is
part of my Star Wars.
And there was a couple Star Trek in there.
This is not metal.
It is plastic, and it says plastic, and it's labeled as plastic because if it was metal, it'd be worth more.
Right.
But this one sold for $12.25 plus shipping. On that one. Next up, so when we're talking about condition, this is another good example. of one that was just like flawless. If you look at this face, a lot of times the face of a putter will have dings, necks, scratches, scuffs, all kinds of things. That's not the case.
Yeah.
I saw other ones that would have this putter and they'd have a line down here. One person had it sawed off.
Oh my.
And like, so it was just wildly varied in terms of condition. But my condition on this putter is far better than anything. Like, we're talking, this is basically like new in terms of condition. And so I was looking at what was on the market, and I went above everybody else.
Yeah, he's like, okay, no, mine's way better. We're going
yeah.
high. We're going
So,
high.
I got a lot of interest, and then eventually it sold for full asking price, $69.95 plus shipping on this one. And again, just I could have priced this at like $55, $50,
fast.
which is where the market was, and it would have been the first one to go because of the condition. I can wait a little bit and get maximum value, and it really just, it did not necessarily look the best when we first got it, but it cleaned up so damn well that I can ask the top dollar.
Yeah.
And the person that gets this is going to absolutely love it because the condition is just remarkable.
Yeah.
I think in the store you're going to probably pay like $150 for that putter.
Right.
So
And you already showed them this.
yeah, everything's on there. Like, the pictures that I took were really good.
Yeah. So desirable, and the condition was better. So you always have to look at, when you're listing, how does mine rank in this? And I wonder, like, obviously, if it was an item that doesn't sell fast, in general, like, you couldn't really
No,
push the envelope.
in that case, you could probably just go at the market and then know that yours is probably going to be picked first based on somebody that's wanting the premium quality. So, so that is a good like add there to that one. Next up, this would be the other side of the coin. Where
Let's double check these boots. Why don't we?
Yeah.
Let's see. We've had some trouble shipping some boots, getting them on confused. Let's see.
I checked.
What's the code?
Durango.
Yes.
And size 9.5.
Yes. D. 9.5 D.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
We were good.
We've got the right ones.
So, ultimately, in the title, I even put worn because you can see these were worn and loved.
Yes.
And because of that, the market for this would dictate that these boots are probably a $50 plus shipping boots. Because of the extra wear, we priced them at $40. Actually, they're about $50 to $60.
Yeah.
But because of the wear, getting $40 plus shipping with that amount of wear, I'm happy with.
Yeah.
And these,
and they'll last a while still. I
Yeah.
mean, they got life left. So they'll be happy with that.
But that's the other side of the coin, is where if your condition is not as good, like I just listed, and I'm going to show like another action figure, something similar to this, where the box was just beat to heck.
Yeah.
And I went pretty well below the market on that item because I need somebody that wants the action figures, not because it's
Not
like
caring about the
collectible.
box so much.
Yeah, and honestly, like I'm expecting that I'm going to have to take an offer on that one. Because I just don't think it's going to be desirable for a collector. No collector's going to want that.
My son has a great eye for items. He told me, Mom, look at this. I said, no, put it back. And he said, no, Mom, look at this. I said, nope, put it back, leave me alone. And then he goes to his dad, or no, you saw it, and picked it up and scanned it, and we're putting it in our stuff. And he's like, see, I told you. That happens a lot.
It does. It happens
It
more often.
does.
So, but then again, he also picks everything. So,
I don't know. He does have a good eye, though.
So Captain America, this is an electronic, so it makes,
Sound.
I am Captain America.
there you go.
So it works.
Just in case you forgot who this was. This brand new unbox, this one sold really fast, $18 plus shipping. I did take an offer, but it was like $1 less.
We just got this.
What?
When was that, the church sale?
Yeah, it was. Which basically covered all of our purchases for that trip. So
Crazy.
really good to get into the positive on that one.
Yep.
On that buy.
Now we have
No,
Zoom.
no.
Zoom. Wait, you
Bible.
said that. Okay, never mind. Backing
Jumping
up.
the gun.
Backing up.
So we've had this one a while.
Yes.
I went through a lot of listings yesterday and delisted and relisted a lot. And I took $1 off of this one, and it sold
Fast.
overnight.
Yeah. It's in great condition.
Yeah. For $8.95 plus shipping.
Alrighty. This
And
one
then-
now?
Yep.
The Zoom Zooms. We're zooming in.
Big lot of Zoom Zooms. $18 plus shipping for that. This was all of the odds and ends ones that didn't necessarily have like a lot
Yeah.
that would make sense to put together.
Yeah,
or
because he did like
bunch of
Snow
lots.
White or
yeah.
whatever. These are just the scraps.
That one's, and like if there was like 3 of one and then
Yeah.
it doesn't sell, I put them in a lot. So
Okay.
getting anything out of that was very
Yeah.
good. So $18 plus shipping, and it's a
Happy
total
with
of 21, so less than a dollar each.
So hopefully they'll like it.
But yeah, so that's it for the day.
Yeah.
So not too bad. I mean, we had some decent sales in terms
Yeah.
of price, but again, a lot of bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
You add in the putter, kind of made the day. But I thought it was a good topic to talk about with some of the varied quality or condition of the items and how that impacts your price.
Right.
So what's your plan for the day?
Shipping, school, and I think I am going to get to have some time to do some listing of clothes or purses or whatever I can get my hands on.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, for me, I still got a lot of stuff that I can list. I got to get through the rest of the makeup stuff that we picked up. I might be starting on the My Little Pony vintage stuff. We've decided that we weren't going to lot it as in one big lot. Because I think the shipping on that would be a bit of a challenge, so we are going to try and part it out. Let me stand corrected. I think I'm going to do some research before we decide
See if
definitively.
it even parts out.
Yes, but I would envision it would part out pretty well, but I'm going to have to do some research on that one.
So to be continued.
Yeah, but I personally like parting things out more, just because.
Me too.
It makes more listings, and then
Yeah.
a lot of times, I think when all's said and done, you actually end up getting
Make
more
more.
from parting it all out over time than if you were to just sell it in one big lot.
Yeah, and I like shipping smaller portions,
Yes,
so I'm all for that.
shipping a door versus,
Yes, a whole set of
Yes.
My Little Pony Palace.
and then the other aspect is we're getting close to the end of the month.
Yep.
So we've got today, tomorrow, and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of delisting, relisting, and fixing some.
Yesterday, last night.
Yeah, fixing some listings, pulling a lot of items from the store. Probably about, what was it, like 12 to 15,
Yeah.
something like that. 12 to 15 items that I need to get out of the store and out of storage now, because they are now delisted just because they're just not good inventory. And these are things that we picked up at the very beginning
Yeah.
that we shouldn't have picked
It's
up.
still sitting. in
Some
our
of it
store.
we'll use for personal use. The other stuff we'll end up donating and letting it move along to the next person that wants to
play with it.
have it, use it, whatever it may be. But nevertheless, I don't want to have items in our store that simply are not going
Yeah,
to sell.
they're just dead items.
Yes.
It's like a weight
Yeah.
on your store, and it probably hurts you more than it helps.
Oh, for sure. And I think it just also inflates the number, and it kind of
Yeah.
creates a sense of security. Like, oh, I've got 2,500 items in my store.
Except for
No, you got 1,500 items in your store,
and
and
the rest
1,000
you
are
need to deal
junk.
with.
Yeah, you need to fix these 1,000. And I think it's always good at the end of the month. That's what I focus on that point is you have 1,000 like listings that you can work on with our store subscription, and I want to make sure that I maximize it and get to
Yeah.
almost zero when all's said and done. And I still have like 200. Of course, that has things that are going to auto relist.
Right.
And then also you're listing some items,
Oh, yeah.
and not all items count in that process. Like that's another added little piece to it.
What
Some-
don't count?
Some items are free and they don't count to the 1,000, and then other items do
Why
count.
is that? How do you
Talk
figure
to
that out?
eBay.
Is there a category?
No,
of
there's
free
categories.
ones?
There's categories.
That's weird.
I have it saved on our computer of what counts and what doesn't count
That's really
based on like
strange.
bookmarks. But
Okay. And then they can change it on a whim.
I don't know how confident I am as
That's true.
it is accurate to
Yeah.
what is there, but I think it's a good ballpark idea. But we still have quite a few listings that we can take advantage of, and
In
it gives
3
us an
days.
opportunity to fix listings,
Mm-hmm.
get stuff out that needs to go, and then also reduce prices from markets that have changed. I think that's also the biggest one. Perfect example would be that Bible,
Yeah.
where just reducing it $1 delisting and relisting, and it sold instantly.
Was it promoted too?
No.
Oh, okay.
So it was
Yeah.
not selling at $9.95, but $8.95.
Well, and I wonder if it wasn't even the price. I think maybe just because there was activity on that item,
It might be.
it bumped it up in the market.
And I could very well be a case of like just timing. Like when you initially listed it, it was not going to sell, and then when you relist it, now it is going to sell.
Yeah, weird.
So
Never know. Gotta play with the game, right?
yeah. So we'll be busy. I was very, very productive yesterday. So hoping to do
Trying
it
to
again.
remember. Yesterday was a blur. No, we were busy.
Yeah.
We did dog appointment, piano lessons, which were awesome. We did try to source. We got a few things. And stuff like this. Like, we just got our stand that's holding our phone right now is like literally taped, shipping taped up to work. And then we got this at a thrift store. So hopefully we can cheaply replace some of our office supplies. So that's
Yeah.
a benefit of thrifting is, well, you can be thrifty with things you need.
Yep.
So,
Well, that is it. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody.
so we'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday.
Yes.
Time for coffee.